Hello, today I'm going to share what came through from a channeled reading today I had with a client that was very cosmic and mind-blowing, and couldn't wait to get on here and share with all of you. So I channeled for someone today, we'll call him John, and he lives in Costa Rica, born in Costa Rica, and he wanted to know a little bit more about his career, also what he's here to do, his mission and purpose, and as I was channeling, he had other questions that I wanted to share the answers with you today. So he has been working for a company for about 15 years, and earlier this year, things have shifted with his job. Things have gotten difficult, and they've been very, very, very easy. Well, now, whenever I see this, I can now pretty much guess, and was confirmed what came through when I channeled, that when things start to get that difficult, when things shift that drastically in your life, it's a sign from your higher self that it's time to make changes. So what came in was that it was time for him to leave the job, and he was stepping more into his mission and purpose. The job that he had these guides, these groups of beings that I channeled, they said that it was to kill time, kind of in his mission, but also give him, help him with create skill sets that was going to be needed in his bigger mission and purpose. And what they showed me, excuse me, I clear my throat when I'm channeling sometimes. What they showed me is that he is working with energy. He's here to work with energy, but also, and this is something new that hasn't come in very much in my sessions, working with dark energy, entities, spells, etc. And they showed that he had a lifetime in ancient Egypt where he did this, and he also had lifetimes in Costa Rica where I'm trying to explain this in the best way I can. He planted things in pyramids. Apparently there's pyramids in Costa Rica. I didn't realize that. They said some of these things are underground right now, but he planted things in pyramids in previous lifetimes that are codes or coded, but he is working with those things now. His human doesn't remember, but he is energetically connected to these things that he's left in other lifetimes that he's working with. He wanted to know why he always wakes up tired. He never wakes up feeling rested. And what they showed is that at nighttime, he's working with the ley lines or the grids of Gaia. And during the day, he is now starting to step into working with people and energy. He's an energy alchemist, they said. They actually also called him a warrior of light. And I was able to connect with his higher self. And they showed me he's been training off planet quite a bit for this lifetime. And he shared with me an experience that earlier this year, he got the nudge to go for a walk when he usually drives. And on the walk, he heard very, very clearly, which was unusual for him. He heard very, very clearly that he was meant to do something energetically with someone that was passing him. And he did. I won't give you the details, but what he did ended up removing an attachment from someone, and he felt it come through his body and ascend up to Source, God, and be transmuted. And what was shared today is that he's going to be doing more of that he is being asked to get on social media, specifically YouTube. He's already gotten that download, and start sharing some of these things, some of the things he's learned, and very specific information came through for him. But for the sake of time, I'm just going to say he's supposed to get on and share. And he has soul contracts with other people to bring them to him so he can work energetically with them. So he's working with energy at night with Mother Gaia and the ley lines, and he's supposed to be working with people during the day. And after all this information came through, he confirmed that he has been very drawn to specifically certain creators' content that talks about ley lines, talks about energetic grid, the energetic grid. And the reason why he's been drawn to those things was confirmed today, that he's actually working on those things at night. They also told him he's been doing a lot of spiritual research. He's very, very curious and does deep dives. And they said that he's doing a lot of deep dives on things that aren't really serving him, and to stick with specific topics, which some of them were energy, ley lines, understanding spells, understanding how to transmute and alchemize energy, versus other topics that he might be just curious about just for the heck of it. They said because those are the things that he's going to be using coming up very, very soon. And there are things shifting and changing in his life right now in order to clear the space, one of them being his job, another one being a relationship, to clear the space for him to step more fully into his mission. So it was so cool. It was very cosmic. I've been noticing that a lot of the sessions recently I have with clients are more cosmic, and they become more cosmic over the last couple of years. And they're telling me right now it's because we're starting to get closer to a point where many light workers, light warriors, starseeds, etc., healers are getting ready to step into more fully their mission and purpose here. So they've been bringing me more people to channel for that have very specific missions and purpose aligned to what's coming. And sometimes they'll give me a little insight on what that is. But today, and a lot of times they'll tell me, we can't give you details about what's coming. For one, because we could get distracted and move off of our highest timeline. We might become obsessed with learning everything or exploring everything we can about that topic. And they don't want us to be doing that. They want us to be living in the moment and trust that what we're meant to do is going to come to us. Just like today with John, they said that he doesn't need to use his mind or logically try to find who he's supposed to work with, what he's supposed to do. It's going to be brought to him, just like him getting the nudge to go for a walk instead of driving like he normally does, and then getting that download to do energetic work on someone that passed him. These are things, our mission and purpose, we don't have to work for. It helps to get insight through a channel reading, but we don't have to search and seek it. It's coming into our awareness through synchronicities, through downloads, and we're meant to trust and take action and move forward and take the steps when those things come in. Typically when I'm channeling for people, I channel groups of cosmic beings that are here to help us on our human journey. I love channeling soul missions and purpose, the reasons for your experiences, how your life has added up to the point where, and provided you and created the skill sets to help you with the bigger mission that you're here to serve the collective. And when we get, when our brain kicks into gear and tries to figure things out, we can miss some of the synchronicities. We aren't going to have to work to find out what those things are, while a channeled reading can help confirm and help, collapse time on aligning you to your highest timeline. It's not going to come through your brain figuring it out, because our brains are like computers and they can only work with the information they have up to this point. Our soul mission and purpose is, for lack of a better term, in our DNA. We have a whole team that's here to guide us on our mission and purpose. And when you're feeling nudged, for instance, I have a lot of clients that tell me, they saw my videos or they were referred to me and they got the nudge to reach out. It's because it was time for them to gain confirmation or clarity or insight around something bigger that is going to help them in a big way in their life. So I thought that was super cool. I would love to hear your questions and comments. Have any of these things come up for you in your life? Are you getting nudges? Are you getting downloads and curious about whether or not it's your mind making things up or coming from your higher self? I do have a free guide on my website to help you connect with your higher self. And my client today said that he started using that guide in day 3. He had a massive breakthrough. So this is a guide that was created partially in conjunction with these groups of beings that I channel. So would love to hear your questions and comments. And this is going to be more of the content I'll be sharing on this channel because it's highly censoring my other content. If you want to see other videos about other things like the collapse of the systems, etc., please go follow me on YouTube where I'm much less censored, and sign up online on my website for the membership community where I'll be able to go fully in depth about all of these things and not have to worry about what I say. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next video.